Hey folks, Athens Bonsai. I've been in bonsai for about a year, a little over a year now, and I wanted to do some videos on some of the plants that I've obtained and grown since then. This is actually a Schefflera forest, my very first bonsai that I've done, after a friend of mine had one. Okay, it's, I think one or two of the trees that were in here died, but it's been in that pot about a year. It's a lot of fun. Now it's got to go inside soon. Portulacaria that I got from Weigert's Bonsai down in Fort Myers, Florida, about a year ago. You can see here on the bark, though, where it's chipmunk has gotten a hold of it and chewed it up pretty good. That's a really pretty tree. That's got to come inside. Here in Georgia, it's getting ready to get cold. Tiger bark ficus, really nice. It was in a different pot, and I took it out of it and put it in here. It's been trimmed a couple of times, kind of keep it from getting too tall. This is one I found at Lowe's. Another type of ficus plant. It's coming inside. As I travel over here, I've got a handful that I have purchased. Trying to make maple that I bought. It was just a stick back then, about a year ago, up at Plant City Bonsai in Gainesville, Georgia. Chinese elm that I purchased down in Florida. It was a rat's nest. It was way out in here and just really, really big. And it took me about 2 hours to clean it up. And this is the dwarf crepe myrtle. These are changing color since it's October now. Mugo pine that I purchased from Lowe's. This is a nursery plant I've been doing some stuff with. This is a Japanese maple forest. I got a bunch of, a friend of mine owns a commercial tree farm here in town, and I got a bunch of these from him, planted them in the ground over the wintertime, and then put them in here in the summer. It's still kind of, it's a little anemic at the moment, but it's going to come along. This is probably my favorite tree. This is a juniper that I got when I went to a bonsai class up at Plant City Bonsai in Gainesville. It was a 5-gallon pot. I spent the day cutting on it and playing with it, and it's about due for some trim. And right here, you'll see I got a bunch of dead wood here and getting ready to do some work on it in the fall or in the wintertime. Once it gets cold, I'll bring it inside and I'll do a little work with some of the lime sulfur. In addition, over here, I've got an American beech that I actually dug up off my friend's farm. That's a lot of fun. And I've also got a couple of other trees out here I'm going to show you. Most of them are bald cypress trees that I got from a fellow who has a pre-bonsai farm. And I'll put those in the next video. Okay, thanks. Okay, more bonsai trees. This is a Japanese black pine that I bought at Lowe's. Actually, they had 5 of them on sale for $5 a piece. They were way bigger than this. I chopped a bunch of them down. I killed a couple of them. Gave one to my friend. Left this one in the pot. I'm trying to get this trunk to thicken up some. A couple of junipers I just played with a little bit. Again, $5 nursery plants. These right here, blood red maples. A couple more right here. Now right here I've got a bald cypress tree. This one I've actually didn't disturb the roots at all. I stuck it down in this pot right here, and then this second pot I actually have water down in between the two. So this pot drains into this pot. This one stays soggy wet all the time. And it's in November, and I've only had these a little while. And this one I haven't done anything with. I just put it in a larger nursery pot. It's about, I don't know, 24 inches tall. Full root ball down the side of there. Okay. And do something with that. Springtime comes along, perhaps. All right, let me go out front and I'll show you my other treasure. Okay. Ginkgo biloba plant. This tree was about 6 feet tall. I bought it for $15, and I cut it down to where these branches were coming down on the bottom of the tree. It's been in this pot through last winter, and when spring approaches, I'm actually going to put it in a nice deep round bonsai pot. Really nice. Getting ready to turn yellow here as soon as it gets nice and cold. These are some more of the bald cypress trees that I got from this fella. These right here Actually, I take it back. These two right here, he had done a pruning job on, and they were on the verge of dying. I mean, everything fell off, it was starting to fall off. It really looked rough. So I went ahead and peeled all the foliage off of it, just stuck them down in this bonsai pot I've got here. I lined it with a plastic bag to retain the water so it wouldn't come out, and they're doing pretty good. These here, the leaves are starting to change already. Just a forest of different sizes. I'm going to play with that a little bit. I've got a bunch of pots in the garage that I'm going to be trying to do a forest with. Now this is the one I really wanted to show you. This was originally a 14-foot bald cypress tree. A friend of mine who owns that tree farm, I bought it from him. I cut the top of it right here, and this thing is about chest high, so it's probably, I don't know, 4 feet tall. Big old gnarly looking root. Some more down underneath there, so I put it in this pot here. I keep it nice and wet and soggy. I'm going to keep it in this thing probably through next summer. I'm thinking seriously about, and I was going to ask another fellow on YouTube who does a lot of bald cypress stuff about perhaps cutting this maybe here. Cutting it again. Right where the tree starts to kind of bend a little bit, kind of bends up this way. Thinking about cutting it here. I don't know if I can do anything with the top part, maybe try to root it or something. But the thing about doing a flat top bald cypress about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet tall rather than going all the way to the top. This looks a little, I don't know. Give me some comments, tell me what you think. I think it's a little tall. But anyway, I'm really anxious to do something with that. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye.